Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bunk and Pick podcast here with Bunk for our midweek special. We got, who's with us? Who could it be?
It's me. It's just me. It's just Pick.
Just Pick. Wow.
Just Pick.
An enthusiastic Pick on the other end of this one.
With terrible lighting, I look like I'm anemic.
You look ghostly, a little Halloweenish. Woo-hoo yourself. Hey, we're here with another midweek. Catch everybody up on the latest news. We got some late breaking news too that we'll cover. We'll cover a little MLB playoff action, hit a little NFL, and then let's end it with some NCAA disappointments, if we may. What do you think?
There were some disappointments. I like it. I like our setup here.
All right, let's do it.
I think it'll be good.
Let's do it. All right, let's start out with the playoffs, the MLB playoffs. Wow. I don't even know what else to say.
The Yankees suck ass. That's what I can say.
Good Lord, they have literally been annihilated for 2 games. It's just
they're getting crushed.
It's been ugly. Here's the thing. Let me give you my quick grump. It's not been good. Aaron Judge is actually, his average is, he's almost batting 500. He's batting 4-something. But, he hadn't hit a home run. And now they're criticizing him. He's like literally one of the few guys that's actually hitting the ball. And he's getting criticized because his power has gone missing. 2 games, his power has gone missing, evidently, in 2 games. So, that's rough.
Did he hit any dingers in the wild card series?
No, he didn't hit any dingers, but he drove in runs. He was on base. I mean, come on, man. His average is high. And they won those. So, they just, haters got to hate, evidently. But
it's a Yankees team, so they're going to hate them.
It is Yankees. But, man, they have had their ass absolutely kicked. And so I had predicted that these teams that had layoffs were going to be rusty. And that was.
And none of them have.
That was a bad call.
None of them have.
No, none of them have. It's
Seattle jumped on Scooble.
I know. And you know what? And Toronto beat up. No, they didn't beat up Fried, but they beat Fried. And then Phillies are down 2 games.
Yeah. Phillies might be the only ones, but they're also playing. The Dodgers are playing, man.
Dodgers are
the best baseball I've seen them play all year.
They are playing well. They're hitting when they need to. They're getting. I mean, they're in playoff mode. They're doing well. I thought, I don't know if Philly's gonna come back. It's hard to come back from a 2-0 deficit. It's
a best of 5. The other team only needs to win.
They only got to win 1, which means they can kind of play around with pitchers for 1 game, and save their guys. So. I don't know. I mean, the Yanks are down 2. The Phillies are down 2. The Cubs are down 2. The only game that's tied right now is Seattle and Detroit, which that may be a good series, actually. They're pretty evenly matched. I think that one's going to be a better series than the others. I mean, it's been crazy. The scores have been – the Yankees got blown out twice, but there's been some other high-scoring games, too. It's kind of weird. I don't know what else to say. Disappointment.
As far as the Yankees go, the problem they've had the whole year is what's letting them down right now. And it's been the bullpen.
The bullpen. Oh, my God.
It's been bad.
Do you remember I talked about that Blackburn dude?
Yeah.
God bless, man. Really? They put him in. Fuck me. He is horrible. I don't know what else to say, man. He gives up.
They all got hit.
He gives up a lot of runs every single time. I was shocked. The first game of the series, he pitched 1.1 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, and a home run. Come on, man. But they're all like Weaver too. The Dream Weaver, Reagan gave up 3 runs.
Nightmare Weaver.
They literally have no bullpen. It's going to be
none. It's over. It's over.
It's kind of over. I mean, I think the Cubs are done too. I thought they might make a run there, but yeah, I hope they win one. And I hope the Yankees win one too. Just to be honest, I hate to see a sweep from any of these guys, but that's a tall task.
I guess you think about it though. It's like sweep at this point. Those teams that are down 2-0 have to sweep.
Yeah.
essentially sweep a series. And that didn't happen a ton this year for teams.
No.
There's nobody over 100 wins this year. There's nobody super dominant like that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. That's why it's not done. That's why it's very rarely done. That's 3 games they got to win in a row against a quality opponent. And Toronto is clicking too. I mean, they're hitting the ball.
Oh man, that young kid was pitching. God, he was dealing.
He was, and Vlad Jr. is friggin'. He's fucking crushing the ball. Gotta give him credit, man. They're a good team. Now my next choice is who am I voting for after this round? Who am I going for?
Let me guess. It'd be Detroit because Detroit might not win it.
If Detroit's in it, I'm going to root for Detroit. That's a given.
If Detroit's not in it, so say it's okay. Say it's Seattle, Toronto, and then on the other side it's Milwaukee and the Dodgers. I would think Milwaukee. That's who I would pick.
Yes, I would pick Milwaukee, and if Detroit's not in it, I'm probably going to go ahead and root for the Blue Jays. Hate to say it.
What about Seattle?
Nah, I'm not a Seattle fan.
I don't get why.
I don't know. Actually, they're both okay. I don't dislike either of them. I mean, I would be okay with either of them winning.
Hold on, hang on. Hang on. Stop right now. You said the Blue Jays just now?
Yeah, I did.
It took me I'm tired. It took me a second to process it. You can't stand that coach.
I know, but I you know what? I like their team because they hustle. They actually play every single out they play.
Yeah, but they have beards, so you don't know if you like them because they have
I don't like beards in the Yankees, and that's a whole nother discussion about why they're where they're at. It's the friggin' facial hair and a lack of discipline, my friend.
Oh my God. Do they need to make sure they wear high socks to protect their ankles and everything?
They need to get back to the Yankee.
Christ.
They need to be in the Yankee way. And they're
God.
not. And you know what? Devin Williams ruined it for everybody. And then, and it might even been acceptable if he actually was good. He sucks. And now everybody's got to pay the price because he wants to have a beard while he throws his airbender. Pisses me off.
His airbender didn't bend this year.
His airbender does shit. And he walks guys, and I hope they
I know. Well, here's the crazy part is that's going on. And then you look at that closer for Milwaukee right now, who is absolutely dominating. Milwaukee must have known. They got rid of him.
Of course they
happily got rid of him.
Of course they knew.
And their closer is lights out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, what do you think of the Miz? I mean, he throws really hard.
He does. He struggled down the stretch.
I thought he got a lot of credit for yesterday's game. You know what? He pitched okay. He wasn't dominating, but he throws really hard. But that's not everything.
I'll say this: 39 of his pitches were over 100 miles an hour.
Yes,
he had a pitch sequence at one point that was 104.5, like 104.9, 104.3. You can't hit that. That's so hard to hit.
It is hard to hit, but he's not. I mean, he's good. He's a young guy.
There's a lot of refinement. Like he's in the middle of the plate a lot.
Yeah,
but he gets away with it because he's throwing so hard. But he does miss. His miss is in the horrible spot where those guys, if they make contact, that ball's going.
Yep. Well,
if he sees a better lineup, right? Because the Cubs just aren't hitting right now. They've kind of struggled here for the past month or so in hitting. He sees a lineup that if he misses in the middle of the plate to that Dodgers lineup, that game's going to be.
Oh, the Dodgers they're rolling, man. They're going to be really, really hard to eliminate. They're going to be tough. I thought Philly could.
I thought Philly could, and Philly is not playing bad by any means. They're playing good baseball.
They're playing good, but they're not. They're kind of they wait till the end of the game to hit. They weren't hitting either. They're just not hitting. They're not scoring any runs. And then as soon as they took their starter out yesterday, it was over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they almost came back, but still, they scored 4 runs immediately as soon as the starter came out. Oh, fun games.
I am interested to see where that series, if it turns into a sweep. I think it's going to be tough because they're in LA for the next 2 games.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. They were in Philly for those 2.
And they lost them.
Yeah.
You don't have the crowd anymore. It's gonna be tough.
It's tough.
Past that.
It's tough. I mean, today's game's Seattle, Detroit. I think I'm looking at it now. It's delayed in top of the first, so I guess it's raining or something.
Rain delay in Detroit.
And then the Yankees are at home against Toronto. So I mean, the Yankees. I knew once they had like the first game, they had Gill out there. I mean, he throws the ball over the middle of the plate. He did okay, but he just hasn't had it this year. He came back from injury. He hasn't had it. Weaver came back from injury. He's not it. Fried kept him in the game. He was struggling a little bit, but he kept him in the game. As soon as they pull him, it's over. But they did score a lot of runs off Fried too. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for three of those teams to come back. I think it's a hard road to come back from.
Yeah, and it feels like those are all three of those series are handled.
Yeah, it doesn't. I agree with you. It doesn't feel like they're going to be. Somebody may win a game. I don't think it's going to be the Phillies or the Yankees, to be honest with you. I think the Cubs maybe the Cubs sneak a game out.
I don't know, man, because that whole Milwaukee team is like every part of that lineup makes contact.
Yeah, during Chicago though, and Chicago's a tough place to play. And
so is New York.
It hasn't been this year.
Hasn't been this year.
Start spreading the news.
The Yankees are out.
We're heading to the off season.
So I guess we could touch on this more on the Friday episode because it's less of a recap. But I would love to hear on Friday where you think the Yankees go from here.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about them Friday.
Because I think there's some intriguing decisions that need to be made about that team.
Absolutely.
And we'll know if they're still in it or not.
If they're still in it Friday, I'll wear my Yankee hat, but I'm gonna be shocked. That means it's 2-2 if they're in it on Friday.
Right, because that would be win today, win Thursday.
Yep, we'll see. All right, enough of baseball. I'm heading to the off season. Hey, let's go to the NFL real quick. There's been some upsets in the friggin' NFL.
Huge upsets,
what
baby.
What the hell's going on in the NFL?
Let's go Jacksonville. Duval.
Hey. Hey, let me ask you, did you watch that game last night?
I did watch. I caught the second half.
There's something wrong with Kansas City, man. They don't have it. I think they're old.
They're old.
They're old.
They're old. It's just they're past that. Their window of success is closing.
It's just even Mahomes, even just he doesn't even look the same, like running the ball and throwing. Like he actually threw some short passes and missed guys, and I think they're an older team. They have kind of the same guys they always had.
Yeah.
But they're older, and they're 2-3. I mean, that is crazy getting beat.
They can't run the ball.
Can't run the ball.
Their leading rusher yesterday in that game yesterday was Mahomes.
Yeah. And Trevor Lawrence, he takes a lot. On that last drive, he made some unbelievable nice throws.
He made some unbelievable throws. He made throws that's why he's getting paid what he's
yes.
But I have seen he is getting better, and I think he's learning the Liam Cohen system a little bit better. He still holds the ball for
he does
too long.
But he made some great throws when he needed to, and when the center stepped on his foot and he fell, scrambling to get up at the end. That was a crazy play.
Did you? I rewatched that play, and Kansas City could have tackled him.
Yeah, they
had guys. Do you think that they were told not to?
No,
I don't think they were told let him score.
No, because I think they were trying. If they had to have a touchdown,
right? But if you let him score, you give Mahomes more time. That honestly, the backbreaker was that PI, that pass interference that put him. That was horrible. The guy didn't even turn his head.
Yeah,
that was terrible. That was the straw that broke Camel's back.
No more magic in Kansas City though, man. The magic, even when he got the ball with 20 seconds. I never felt like they were going to go down and do anything with it.
Well, we say that now.
They don't look good. They just don't look good.
But if they limp into the playoffs,
they're going to have to do something better than what they're doing. They don't look good. Their defense doesn't look good. I mean, come on. We're Jags fans, but Jesus, come on.
Jacksonville's 4-1.
They are,
and they are living on their defense. Their defense isn't the problem.
They have a good. They're winning the games, but I mean, Kansas City's defense let Trevor Lawrence and them just drive down. And how about what happened to Butker, the kicker? Kicks friggin' out of bounds at the. I mean,
God, I know it's
the whole
uncharacteristic mistakes that you don't see from Andy Reid teams.
No, that was a crazy game. But hey, I was happy. And then we had where's
the Eagles?
Where's
Lost,
Jason at, baby? Hey, you know what? I'm going to say this: the Eagles they have a good team, obviously, but they've been kind of just squeezing by and not. Their offense hasn't been great. Saquon is not. He's not getting the ball as much, and he's not breaking loose either.
Their pass game hasn't clicked yet.
Yeah,
they did a little bit better throwing the ball this week, and guess what happened? They lost. But they've leaned so heavily on run that if you watch those games, they're just putting everybody in the box playing man coverage.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to do something different. But I was very happy to see Denver win that game. That was a big win.
Denver's defense is quite good.
Denver has good defense, and that was a huge win for Denver.
Huge, massive win. I mean, there was a lot of upsets this week. Baltimore got stomped.
Holy shit! They're I think honestly, I think you got to say they're done because I think Lamar's still out for another week or two. But it doesn't matter. Their defense can't stop anybody, which is just crazy.
They're bad.
They're always have a good defense. They're. That was an ugly game. I watched some of it, but honestly, it got out of hand so fast. It was like, they're done. They're not coming back. And then the Billy Goats got friggin' beat. They didn't look good either, man.
No, they didn't. And the Patriots actually looked that last drive with who's their Drake May, right? When he was running, he had the stiff arm on that guy. That is like a highlight for the year play. He made that throw to Stephon Diggs.
They played I know. They played really good, and the Bills' offense wasn't clicking. They weren't getting, they've been scoring a lot of points, and they couldn't do it. And they were at home, which was really surprising. But, they all have a week or so that I kind of feel like the Bills just had an off week on that one, to be honest with you. But I will say that New England played well.
You feel like Stephon Diggs went into that game trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
And he came out with 10 receptions and 146, almost 150 yards. Like, he was dominant.
He did. He played well.
Drake May found him all day long.
I know. How about covering him? Jesus. You know it's going to him.
Well, they were bracketing him. I saw at some points in that game, he had two guys on him. He was. They just went in with, I'm going to win this game.
He was determined. He wasn't going to lose the game.
Right. They got to play each other again one more time this year. We'll see when that game comes around.
I kind of feel like it was just a bump in the road for the Bills, to be honest with you. But
that team is too talented.
Yes. How about my old team, the Giants, getting beat by New Orleans?
Oh God!
Holy shnikey burgers! They didn't look good, man. I mean, fuck.
There's going to be some growing pains because it's a rookie QB.
But still, New Orleans probably shouldn't have been the team you lost to because they're going to struggle a lot of this year. I was surprised. I did watch a lot of that game, and Jackson Dart's good. He definitely made rookie mistakes. But wow. And I hate to say it, I hate to see any team like not win games. So I'm kind of happy New Orleans won a game. Just, they were at home for their fans. I mean, and the Giants are the Giants. I don't know what else to say.
I know. They suck. They suck. I'm surprised Dayball still has a job.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. I don't think they're going to fire him midseason, but he's.
God, they should.
I mean, you fire him midseason, you got to put somebody. Who are you going to put in there? His whole staff probably needs to go. So, I don't know. We'll see.
The whole front office needs to go.
Yeah, I think they're going to do an overhaul. Is my guess.
I mean, you can't. You let Saquon Barkley walk. They let Saquon walk, and then this is the product they're putting on the field.
Yeah. No,
every single one of them needs to go.
Not disagreeing with you, brother.
All right, next game. How about Baker Moneymaker, man?
Telling you
Holy
what, Baker's
shit.
bacon, baby.
He is bacon.
That is
That was
one dude you cannot leave any time on the clock for. He is.
No.
That was okay. I will say this. That was an amazing game because both quarterbacks were on fire. But you just can't leave. You can't leave time on the clock. I mean,
you can't.
Freaking guy is. It's like almost every game they've won has been in the last minute, and he had a lot of yards. And the Darnold Nader is looking really good. He had that interception at the end that kind of hit. I think it hit somebody's helmet and kind of glanced.
Yeah.
But Jesus, that was a great game. That was probably the best game I watched this whole weekend.
There are some crazy stat lines in that game. Baker Mayfield was 29 for 33.
Yep.
So he only missed 4 passes. He worked almost 380 yards, 379. And my God, and 2 touchdowns. That's crazy. But Emeka Egbuka with 7 receptions, 163 yards and a touchdown.
Oh,
that
yeah,
he was man.
He is now the guy every game.
Yeah. So when Evans comes back, that passing attack is who do you cover?
I know. They look good. I'm gonna tell you, Tampa, they shore up the D a little bit. They look like a good team, man. They can score and they can outscore anybody.
They're gonna be hard to beat. Moving forward.
And what happened? Okay, where did my Chargers go? What the hell? 2 weeks in a row, they have taken a huge dump on the bed.
That was a stinker.
God, they looked bad, man. They had no offense at all, and
it was a home game too.
It was home. It was. I was watching it for a while, but I turned that one off and just kept up with the score.
You know what really happened is they got the ball run right down their throat. They couldn't stop the run at all.
No, I know, but you gotta score more than 10 points though, man. Come on, Jesus.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. I mean, you went up to a 10-0 lead like quick, and then nothing the rest of the game.
I know. Yeah, they started out great, and then they got shut down like big time. Yeah. So that was a bit of a disappointment. And Carolina, I did watch the Carolina Miami game because it was actually a good game. And Miami I think that coach is done.
Yeah, McDaniels is done.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. He's done. I don't know what else to say.
That was bad.
They didn't look good at all. Made too many mistakes, and they should not have been. They were up, I think, by a touchdown or 2 at one point, and they let Carolina get right back in the game.
They were. That was bad.
That was bad.
The last game I want to talk about, and it's one of your favorite things that happens. The Titans finally got a win,
my
but
God.
that's only thanks to the Cardinals. That running back dropped it before the goal line. Why do they do that?
You know what? I don't understand that. That's the whole Chad Powers movie show.
Just run through the end zone and then run all the way out of the end zone.
But you know what's funny? If you watch that play, number one, he dropped it. And number 2, there was a guy sprinting at him. The dude slowed way down. Like, I got it. Run through the friggin' end zone, my friend. I mean, what the hell? I mean, and then it got ugly on the sidelines, and and then Gannon's apologizing. You know what? That right there, that's a mess. Arizona's
a mess. That's a problem. And then you have your quarterback coming out and not backing, like he's not. We all know it's coach speak or just team speak when you're in those interviews, but you can't fucking say stuff like that's how losing 101.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kyler. Thanks, bud.
I know that was a bad. That was a really horrific loss. I mean, again, I'm happy Tennessee won a game because you want to see him win, but that's unforgivable, man. I mean, there's no need for that. And I know we got to say just one more shout out. Danny Dimes is lighting it up in Indy.
All right. Let's be honest here. They played the Raiders.
I know, but look at how many points they've scored almost every game. He's not like he's making just regular throws, and Jonathan Taylor's running the ball. And the friggin' the Raiders are,
dude.
I think they got to move on. They got to move on from that quarterback.
Hey, Pete Carroll's down. He's down.
They got to move on, man. I think Carroll thought he could kind of resurrect the old days with Geno, but I'm telling you, man, that ain't happening. They got to do something.
They need a quarterback. They need to draft a quarterback.
They absolutely do. And then the thing we just talked about, looks like the Bengals have signed the Flackinator. They signed Joe Flacco. I'm not sure what that gives you. I guess it gives you more.
5 wins.
It gives you more than Browning, because Browning, they had literally 3 points for most of that game.
They have had like 7 total points in the past 3 weeks.
But Joe Flacco is going to be friggin' being chased all over the field too, and he's a little bit older, so I don't know if that. I don't know what that does for you, but anyway, that was the big news of the day.
The Bengals got points at the end, but only because it was all mop up duty. That game was out of hands.
Yeah.
Quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was so out of hand. I think, you know those guys, they start letting up a little bit, and that's kind of what happened. But yeah, I was surprised. So they signed Flacco. I don't know. I think Russ goes somewhere. I'm surprised I would probably sign Russ before Flacco, just because he can at least has some movement. And I don't know.
We talk about the Raiders. Guess who they could go get that would be instant upgrade and make that team better?
Russ.
No, he would not make them better.
Okay, who?
The one and only Kirk Cousins. Go get him.
He's not even in the conversations anymore.
Go get him.
I know. They do need somebody, man, because they're heading for the number 1 pick. They are really, really, really bad team.
It's neck and neck between them and the Titans. The Titans won their football game because the other team literally fumbled the ball to them.
That's true. But
the Titans are horrible.
But Las Vegas, they don't score. Oh my God, they're unwatchable, those games. You can't even watch them. They're that bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
Oh,
they're horrible.
Yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week though. A lot of upsets. A little bit change in the old standings a little bit, but at least it's a little more competitive. Hell.
It definitely is a more competitive league this year than we've seen. The Eagles' offense, once they click, it's going to be hard to beat that team because their defense is phenomenal.
Something's wrong there. They're a little off.
Their offense is off. Once that clicks,
within their division, they'll probably do okay. I think there's teams that could. New Cowboy fan. They actually look a little better. The Commanders are starting to look better.
Cowboys have to score. They're going to have to boat race everybody, though, because their defense is a sieve. They're going to have to boat race every team they play.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
But Dak looks like the MVP right now. So it might happen.
Dak's playing really good. Don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, let's move to the biggest upsets of the weekend.
The most upsetting weekend.
We were all very down on this one.
A lot of angry texts.
So the college football. Wow.
Are we ripping the Band-Aid and starting with Texas? Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump in on Texas,
all right.
man.
I rewatched the game. A lot of the criticism was a little bit unfair of me. I was very mean in my text messages about Arch Manning.
You were.
After rewatching that game and looking through kind of stats, I mean, he was pressured 60% of the time he dropped back.
Yep.
The offensive line was atrocious.
Yep.
Horrible.
And there's no running game.
0 running game. Arch Manning, the Texas offense had a total of just over 360 yards. Arch Manning accounted for 330 of those yards.
Yep.
That cannot be.
No, that
cannot be.
I know it is easy to jump on the Arch. Now he definitely missed some throws, but I will say this: the line is not good, and you have to be able to run something. I mean, Florida ran, their running back ran for 107 yards on the Texas defense. The defense didn't look all that hot either. I mean, they just looked like a hot mess.
Here's what the real problem was: the line of scrimmage. Texas got absolutely worked.
Yep.
They had on both sides of the ball. They had 0 push on offense and they had 0 push on defense.
No, I know. Was surprising. We knew Florida had a good defense.
All they had to do was pressure Lagway. He was hurt. He was hurt in the game.
He couldn't even move.
Get to him.
I know.
They couldn't get to him.
That was a really disappointing game. I mean, they're going to have to. I'm going to tell you, the line has got to. That line play's got to get fixed because Oklahoma is going to have a much better team than Florida.
Oklahoma has a better defense than Florida.
I know,
does.
and it's going to get ugly if they can't, keep those guys out of the backfield. Because I will say you are right about Arch. I mean, he certainly missed throws, but he didn't have a lot of time.
Too long.
Yes,
he takes so long. He misses, and maybe it's just a young quarterback thing, but he's missing a lot of reads. He's missing wide open receivers downfield.
He is. His footwork is not good. They got to get that fixed. But if he had time, I don't know. I mean, is it a different thing? Last year they had a really good offensive line, and they had
But
more time.
Here's the thing: in those times when things started not working, when the run game wasn't working, what happened? Quinn Ewers took over and won those games.
He did.
For that team,
and Quinn took his time.
Everybody gave Quinn shit about
no,
that.
I know.
But Quinn took over games for that team last year.
He did. And the thing that he did is he was calm. He didn't get rattled. And Arch he's a young guy. He's getting rattled pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's got to have so much going through his mind on every play.
Yeah.
When it really should be 1-2 read run.
Yep.
Like the run game's not helping because Florida rushed 4 for almost the whole game.
Yeah, no, and they got back there.
The offensive line was atrocious.
Yeah.
They have no push. The run game has no push. I think the best running back you have on that team right now is probably C.J. Baxter. He was hurt again. But the number 2 is Christian Clark. But he's a freshman. They're just not putting him in. They're running. And as much as I love Trey Weisner, he was awesome last year. If you don't have an offensive line that can move people, he is not an effective running back. Because he runs directly to the hole the play is called for, and he doesn't cut back.
Yeah, it was, let's be honest, in college and in the pros, 0 running game, you're not winning.
Game over.
You're just not going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you're not.
Because it's too easy to defend. You just sit back you rush 4 and you defend with 7. And you just sit back. There's no throwing lanes.
Yeah.
So.
And the end of the game, the 2-minute, 30-second, whatever they actually had, oh my God. Napier almost made the biggest goof of his entire life.
He almost saved Texas.
That
timeout was, what the fuck are you thinking, man?
That was an unbelievable call. He got lucky. And Texas, I thought, was going to come. Texas, they were not ready. They were not coached up ready to make that last minute or whatever go. Because they had opportunities.
I would like to jump into a deeper conversation on Friday about, does Sark need to hire a true OC?
Yeah.
Because I think that it's time to have that conversation.
Yep.
And 5 years in, and you keep losing these type of games.
Yeah.
Right? Last year, we saw his first year, we saw a game like this against Arkansas. But it's first year. Last year, we saw it twice, this exact same shit against Georgia. So what? And then we saw it against Ohio State this year, too, and last year. So it's like, what?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a good. I would love to have that conversation with you and see where you stand on Friday.
Yeah, we'll do that on Friday.
That's the problem. All right.
Well, let's move on to the other absolute mind-boggling loss. This one's actually worse. Loss. Penn State losing to an 0-4 UCLA team that was literally the worst team,
atrocious,
that we've seen play. I can't even. You know what? I can't even actually. I actually don't even understand it. It's just. It's mind-boggling.
I do. I can tell you exactly what happened.
What do you got?
Time of possession.
Well,
Watching
I know,
that,
but I'm just saying. So Penn State has a good defense. Gave up 42
not that
points.
day.
No, gave up 42
Not that
points and honestly, most of it was the UCLA quarterback ran for
running game.
128 yards.
It was the running game. It was
Yep.
100%. They just got the ball run right down their throat, and they couldn't stop it. For a team that everybody was talking about their front seven being their strength.
Yeah, that was. I was shocked. You don't expect them to lose, number one, and I certainly wouldn't have expected them to give up 42 points. That was just
Absolutely not.
crazy. And Aller, he came in. He's one of several this year. They came in highly, highly touted. And he's not playing that well.
Yeah, think of all those quarterbacks, right? Him, Nussmeier,
Yep.
Sellers, Lagway, Arch. They are not.
No, they're not playing. There's other guys that are there's other quarterbacks playing well that weren't considered coming in as top guys. The top guys are just not playing well, and Aller is not. He's just not playing good, man. I don't know.
He's just not gotten better.
No, he's kind of peaked maybe. But that's I don't even know what you say about that loss. That is just a unbelievably bad loss. Now they're 0-2 in the Big Ten.
Right?
It is
an embarrassment loss.
It is. That's ridiculous.
They were supposed to play like a lot of aspirations on that team this year, and we keep saying it's the wide receivers, but is it the wide receivers now? Now you question that. Like, it's Aller.
I think it is.
It's Aller.
I really think it is.
He's missing throws, and it's Nick Singleton can't run the ball this year.
No, it's just them in Texas. What they were 1-2 preseason. I know we hate the polls, but they were 1-2.
Yeah.
Supposedly, going to be these two big teams. They're both out of the top 25 right now.
Yep,
and rightfully so. They should be.
Yeah.
And it's not. We can put it all in their quarter, but as a team, both those teams are just not playing well. I mean, it's just and the Penn State defense, they definitely show up, but they didn't show up this week. That was an ass kicking, man. That's just crazy.
They gave up 42 points.
That was crazy.
Crushed.
That was just crazy. And I don't know what the total yards they gave up, but it was a lot.
It was a massive amount of yards. So you can look here at the team stat. They gave up total yards per pass. Okay, so UCLA total passing yards 166. Total yards on the game, 446.
That's a lot.
That means they got the ball run right down their fucking throat and could not do anything about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they, both those teams need to bounce back. Let's talk about. Well, I made a smart ass text and said Minnesota's going to upset Ohio State, and ouch. That was ugly.
Ohio State stomped them.
Yeah, Ohio State's good. The Miami-Florida State game, you know what? The score was 28-22. It was not that close.
It was not. That was all the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was definitely not. Yeah, Florida State had 19 in the fourth quarter. It was not a close game.
Yeah, it was 28-3 most of that game.
Yeah. And Miami's...
Florida State, I thought they'd come out.
Miami
is really good.
Yeah, I think they're the real deal. Oklahoma played Kent State, and Kent State plays. They must just be collecting like massive checks because they are playing
much money.
Everybody get their ass kicked. But I mean,
there's millions in the bank.
And then, you know what, Texas? I thought Mississippi State was going to come in and play a good game against Texas A&M, and Texas A&M blew them out.
It was a close game for a few quarters.
For a while, and then fourth quarter they took off. And Texas A&M, maybe they're for real, man. I don't know.
You have to say they are, right? They beat Notre Dame.
Yep.
So it's like they have a bigger win. They're better than Texas.
They are better than Texas. And Mississippi State has looked good up to, they shut them down.
Texas might not beat Mississippi State.
No, I think Texas is going to struggle with Vanderbilt, Mississippi. I think Texas has a rough road ahead. Maybe it's, at this point, they need those tough games. Maybe they get some learning on the young guys and
for next year. I guess
for
that
next year.
Sucks though. What a waste.
I know. Well, we'll see. See how they play against. You know what? They have Oklahoma. It's really. I'm curious to see how they bounce back against Oklahoma. That's always a good game because everybody gets up for it. So, but Oklahoma is a really good team.
All right, I know we want to talk about this one. Diego Pavia, man, is the real deal.
That dude can play.
He is not like amazing, but he just does not go away. He's a pest.
He is.
You know what I mean? The final score of that was 30-14, but it was not.
It was close. It was closer than that.
Much closer than that for most of the game.
It was.
Vanderbilt's going to be a tough out for everybody this year.
And their defense actually played pretty well. And Pavia, man, I'm a fan. I like him. He's got some spark. He makes the throws. He'll run the ball. He doesn't really care what he does. They're gonna, I know they lost, but they're gonna be there at the end. I think they're gonna be a tough team to get past.
Yeah. Do you think you saw enough from Alabama to start pushing them back towards the playoff talk?
Man, I think maybe they look pretty damn good.
Ty Simpson looks really good.
He made some. I mean, he was 23 of 31 for 340. He made, and those weren't an easy three. He made some really good throws.
He was fitting the ball into some spaces that were like pro throws, NFL throws.
I think Alabama's got to jump back up in the conversation.
They're starting to click.
Yep.
And that's scary. That's scary for the rest of the SEC.
It is. Texas Tech. I thought the Texas Tech Houston game would be a little closer. Texas Tech's pretty darn good.
Tech's the real deal too, man.
Yeah.
They have the number one defense in the nation right now.
They're good. And Houston has a good team, but they held them to no points in the second half. 11 points total. They're in the Big 12. They're going to run through the Big 12, man.
Yeah, Houston lost Wegman before the second half, and that really, they couldn't do anything after that. Their backup quarterback was not very good.
But Tech is good.
Texas Tech is very good.
Yeah.
And now that Iowa State lost, which we'll get to that, but I mean, them and BYU are the front runners for that conference.
Man, I'm just not impressed with BYU. I've watched them play. I know they're winning. Texas Tech is going to just crush them, I think, if they play.
I think you're right. I think Texas Tech, because BYU put up points, but it was against West Virginia.
Yep.
I agree with you. I think Texas Tech is going to run the table as far as the Big 12 goes.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I know my pick was Baylor, and the number one quarterback in college football right now is Sawyer Robinson at Baylor. Their defense is not good enough to stop that Tech offense.
No, the Tech offense is good. That's going to be a good game, though. I think Baylor's they've improved. They started out kind of slow. They did look better.
They are a good team.
Yeah.
Did you think Boise State would put up a bigger fight with Notre Dame?
No, I watched them. They're not good this year.
They're just not.
No.
Yeah.
And Georgia crapped all over Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky's not very good. I mean,
it's time to move on from Stoops, probably.
I think so. I think the talk is already. I think he has a really big buyout, but I think.
All those SEC guys do, but there's money in the SEC.
Yeah.
There's one other game I want to talk about after this one, but how impressive was Cincinnati in that football game?
And they're 4-1. They're kind of sneaking up on people. 30. They beat Iowa State is a really good team,
and to put 38 up on that Iowa State defense, that was impressive.
Cincinnati is one of those teams they're not on a lot. You don't get. I don't watch them a lot. But I was shocked when I was watching the scores come across. I honestly didn't think Iowa State would have any trouble with them. But they're 2-0 in the Big 12 and 4-1 overall. So not bad.
It feels like the Big 12 feels like it's Texas Tech and then just a bunch of people that are going to beat each other.
Yeah. I agree.
For me, that's how it feels. At BYU, you're right. Like They are winning, but it's not necessarily the most impressive wins.
I watched. I think didn't they already play like Colorado? They barely got past Colorado, and Colorado's not a bad. Honestly, they're not that bad this year.
They've gotten better. They've gotten better each week.
But they barely snuck past them, and they're just. I don't know. I'm not. I know they have a good record, but I just don't see it.
Yeah. All right. Last game I want to talk to you about. Personally, you can bring up whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Chapel Bill, man, the experiment is not working.
God.
Dabo, that game could have been 75-0.
Yeah,
Dabo literally called off the Dogs at halftime.
I know. That is a bad team. That's a really, really, really bad
team.
So
reports have come out, and it made local news in Charlotte. Like local news, not sports news. Their local headline news. There is a massive divide in that locker room between the guys that Mac Brown brought in
and the belly.
Okay. And this in the Belichick. And the people that are reporting this massive divide are the players.
Oh my God.
Reporting it to the local news.
To the news, so the players are out there reporting to the news
stations
guys
about what's going on.
Oh my
God. There's a problem there.
Wow.
What do you do?
I don't know.
What do you do there?
I think it started out as a mess when he's just, it's a show out there, man. It's not a good show, and they're not putting a good product on the field. I don't know. I mean, how long did he stay? I guess they stay with him another year, maybe. Or maybe he gets sick of it and just says, screw it.
His buyout's only $1 million.
Yeah, because he honestly never needed the money, so he wasn't like, whatever.
Buy his ass out.
I just don't.
Move on.
Hit the whole circus outside of the football that he has going on. I mean, it's just, it never, we joke about it, but it really never gets out of the news just because every week something weird goes on between him and his girlfriend. And it's weird. I don't know what else to say, man.
I think if UNC was smart, they'd move on now before things get worse and nobody wants that job.
Yeah, I agree. They've gone way downhill since Mac left. I can tell you that.
God, I know. And Mac did not do great there.
No, he had a few good seasons. He had, good quarterbacks there a couple times, but at least they were like competitive. These guys are just not competitive at all. Zero. And it makes sense there's something going on in there because something, I mean, they're bad. Shit, I don't know what to say.
They're horrid.
Yeah, they are horrid.
How do you, you feel like the athletic director's job's on the line. Why would you make that? If you knew that the circus was going to be this bad, why would you make the hire? But did they know? You had to have some sort of inkling.
Well, it started though before the season even started. I mean, okay, so let's compare it. There was a circus when Dion went, but it was a different circus, and it was focused on football. I mean, at the end of the day, he had a lot of stuff going on in the background, but he was every time he got in front of the media, it was football, football, football. Even though all the other crap was going on. Belichick, number one, doesn't talk, so he has no hype for anything, literally, except his name. And then all the stupid shit with his girlfriend. I mean, she comes down on the field and stuff. I mean, you're talking about college-age kids seeing that stuff. That's just weird, man. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I don't. Like, if I was a recruit, I would not. Like, what's the poll for him? He's an NFL mind. He'll get. But
yeah,
what they're putting on the field, no NFL team's taking any of those players.
No, and I think I watched like part of a game because they're just so bad. The games are over really fast. But man, that's an ugly, ugly deal. I think they got to move on from him if they want to keep credibility. And North Carolina is like a very, they have the great basketball team. They always have a good baseball team, and they're kind of in that division. They're kind of like the senior guys there. They have the school has a great reputation. This is just a stupid hire. It was a really, really bad hire.
Really bad hire, and I think they'd be real dumb to not move on from him because they wrote into his contract. So here's the snafu: if you don't let him go, they wrote into the contract that his son gets to take over that team.
Yeah, I know. I
So
don't know
what if
why.
he says after this year I retire? Then you're stuck with his son that you got to buy out.
It's it was a desperation. I don't know why it was a desperation. It's not a bad job there, especially coming in after Mac. It wouldn't have been a bad job. So I don't know why the desperation to get him. He has no college coaching experience. I mean, it's just, and let's be honest, he has no personality, and you're dealing with college kids. It was. Can you? I can't even imagine what he's like in like a team meeting.
I mean, from what I've read and I understand about it, is he runs it just like running an NFL.
Yeah, like a business.
You can't though, but you can't run college like an NFL.
No, because they're 18-year-old kids.
Right.
It's stupid.
They're not. I get that there's NIL and stuff, but they're still young kids, and they still need all those what the needs of a young person need.
No, I
they get to
agree.
the pros, it's a completely different animal because those guys are, at that point, it's the best of the best. They know how to work out every day. They know regimen. Half your football team's not going to play after college, right?
Well, the pros are a business, and you're right.
Right.
And, you're right. And in college, probably 90% of those kids, that's it. That's, they're going to play college football, and then they're going to go off and do something else. So, you can't treat them the same. It was a bad hire. I don't know what they do. But their losses have been, unbelievably bad. And they're going to have a lot more of them, unfortunately.
I don't know if they win another game.
Yeah, they're that bad. We'll see.
The games they won were against trash teams, and they barely beat them.
Yep.
If I was a kid on that team, my ass would be in that transfer portal.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're going to, but what do you have to put on tape? Shit. You got nothing.
The year before.
Here's my high school tape, buddy. Jeez.
Man.
That's bad.
It's horrible.
It is.
It's been tough to watch.
I agree. I agree.
Well, that's what I got. Any other games you want to talk about?
No, I don't have any. This is our recap show, so I think I'm good. We'll talk about the upcoming games here on our next episode. But
and we'll have to, starting, I guess, next week's recap, we'll have some hockey starts today.
We'll have some hockey. Yeah.
I brought it up just for Greg because he shit on me about not talking about hockey the other day. So,
and I see your team is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning guy. I was back when Martin St. Louis played for them long time ago when they were winning Stanley Cup. So I figured I'm not going to.
I got to pick a team. I don't know. Hey, maybe I'll double up and go Dallas Stars. I'm a Dallas guy.
They have cool uniforms, the very bright neon green.
They do. That's what I was going for. I think isn't there a Kraken team? Maybe I'll be a Kraken from somewhere.
Yeah, in Seattle.
Maybe I'll be a
Seattle.
Kraken.
There's Golden Knights out of Las Vegas. There's Sharks in San Jose.
There are. I'm sure Greg's going to pick Minnesota Wild, so I can't pick them.
He's a Minnesota Wild guy.
I'm going to come up with a team.
Them? You can be whoever you pick. Whoever
I don't want to pick the same team as him.
Calgary Flame. I feel like you're a Calgary Flame.
Hey, I might go Canada, eh?
The Winnipeg Jets.
I do like
There's
Winnipeg.
Some good ones.
Beautiful team. Beautiful.
Big, beautiful team.
Beautiful team. Oh boy. Hey, if we're done, I got to do my call out for Mathew McConaughey.
I'm surprised you didn't do it at the beginning.
I forgot about it, but now I'm back. Hey, so Gary was on last time and said we should get business cards with the QR code. So I am working on that because the plan is to get a bunch of business cards and we're going to distribute them out. And they're going to get to Mathew McConaughey. He's a busy dude. He's all over the place. But he is local. He's here for all the games, for football, for soccer. Big supporter of Austin. So we're going to get him on. I might even, I did a good Bunk and Pick rap song last time. Maybe
it was a pretty good rap. You had a poem, a rap.
I did a poem. Yeah, the poem was good. I got to figure out what to put on the QR code so that when he gets it, he'll go, oh my God, I got to be on there, brother. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to make something new for that because nothing we've done to this point, I think, is going to invoke that from him.
Well, listen, hey, another call out to our listeners. If you know Mathew McConaughey, or if you know someone that knows him or someone that knows him, get the word to him. We want him on the podcast here. We'll talk nice, good sports with him. Whatever else he wants to talk about, we'll give him a break from the Hollywood stuff. And we'll have a lot of fun. We're two Austin guys here. We're local. And I know he loves to support his local Austin folks. So come on, Matty. Get on here.
You'll trip him into
I'm
coming
going
on the
to
podcast.
trip him. All right, that's all I got, man.
All right. Well, if you guys are enjoying it, smash that like button for us. If you have any questions, send them to the Bunk and Pick podcast at gmail.com. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, not without us saying.
Whoa.
All right, we'll try that again. Let's go.
What was that?
All right, you ready? Till then, we'll be rolling balls.
It's the Bunk and Pick podcast.
Why did you say rolling balls like a spooky ghost?
I don't know,
It's the
Halloween.
Bunk and Pick podcast.
The lighting in this room makes me look anemic.
Like a ghost.
It's the Bunk and
Ghost
Pick
of Pick.
podcast.
Thanks, everybody.